there are a few things that we need to consider in the early stages and the mid stages of rehab for proximal hamstring tendinopathy. We need to make sure that the exercise that we're choosing does put a considerable amount of load through the hamstrings. And so an example where maybe a clinician might go wrong would be if they're performing a bridge exercise for the hamstring with their heel close to their bottom, and the athlete's able to use their glute max to perform the exercise. We really need to, I guess, load the hamstring and put some good healthy load through the tendon. So you really want to make sure that the exercise that you've selected does place adequate load through the hamstring. The second and really important factor is to make sure that the exercise you've selected doesn't put the patient into too much hip flexion. And so that makes a really big difference as well. So it might be just selecting an exercise like a prone hamstring curl instead of a seated hamstring curl that can make all the difference. The other thing is that we want patients to perform the exercises nice and slowly. And so, making sure that they're thinking about, getting some good time under tension for the hamstrings. So performing, nice slow repetitions rather than racing through their hamstring exercises. So I think with your hamstring loading, you can't go wrong with prone hamstring curls. I think that they're a great exercise for this condition. And the final thing I'd like to add, would be making sure that that the patient is putting adequate load through their hamstring. So, if the patient can get themselves to the gym, I think that really helps us out as physios, so they can put some, good solid weight through their hamstrings in order to develop adequate strength. So, that makes a difference, I think. Hi, I'm Anthony Nasser. I'm a sports physiotherapist with a keen interest in proximal hamstring tendinopathies. I'm currently working as a lecturer at the University of Technology in Sydney, and I'm currently completing my PhD through La Trobe University on proximal hamstring tendon injuries. Today, I'm going to be walking you through some of my research with Brad and on the Physical Performance podcast.